Hello, farmers. Welcome to Farm Up with Bonus Poultry. So, farmers, we are continuing, guys, with our broiler house tips. Broiler house building tips. Building tips, right? So, yesterday we spoke. So please, guys, this is part 3. So please make sure that you watch part 1 and part 2 before you can come and watch part 3, just to make sure that we are on the same page. So what I want to talk about in this video is specifically the floor. Remember, we said that your broiler house, the long side is gonna look something like this, the long side, and you are gonna build here or put some kind of corrugated iron, which is about half a meter this side. If you choose to put corrugated iron, it means that there are people who say you shouldn't be putting corrugated iron there because the strong chemicals in the urine and the feces of the chickens is gonna sort of like, it's corrosive to the corrugated iron. But I mean, guys, capital is everything. There are things that we can do to avoid spending so much. So what you can do, if you put corrugated iron here, make sure that on the inside that you put a paint. You make sure that you paint the inside. You paint, and you're gonna have to do it very regularly. Make sure that you get a good paint that will sort of like coat the corrugated iron, so that the chemicals will have it hard to penetrate through. So that's just that. So we have spoken about the roof. What should be done for the roof, what building material should be done for the roof. So and we have spoken about this open section here, what should be here. We said you must put mesh wire, chicken mesh wire, or put a welded mesh. I've put a welded mesh. If you are in an area where crime is very, it's very rife and it's at its max, just put a welded mesh. It's very expensive, but it does the job. And then on top of this, we put our poultry curtains. Poultry curtains. And then here we said that you put your zinc or corrugated iron, or you can put your, you can't be putting tiles, very expensive. Anything that you can put on the roof that is durable, that is strong, that will be able to withstand different kinds of weather. And then obviously, yes, either corrugated iron or bricks, whatever that you want to put. So what do we do now for the floor? This is the floor, right? The floor should be very well thought and very well done, because you don't want, first of all, you need concrete here. Let me just put it that way. You need to this is one of the areas where you're gonna spend quite a lot of money, because to make concrete you need sand, and the longer your structure, the more sand you're gonna need. You will need cement. You will need, first of all, you're gonna need to do the groundwork. You will need to do the groundworks, preparing and leveling the ground, and then sand, cement, lots of water. You will need a crushed stone to make it very strong. The reason why you don't want to put soil there, you don't want this place to have soil. You don't want it. That's why you need concrete. If you've got soil, you're gonna get to a point whereby it's too wet, you've got mud inside here, and that will cause diseases in your farm. The flies will be there because a wet floor invites infections, it invites diseases, and all sorts of problems. It invites smell, all that. So you don't want this place to be soily. So no. So after you have put your concrete floor, and it must be level. Your concrete floor must be very level because when you clean it, it must be easy for you. It's very easy to clean concrete. You can just, after you have, because after each and every batch, you're gonna remove the litter, take it outside, and clean the house. What is this? Sweep it, sweep, and then wash the floor with some disinfectant in preparation for the next batch. So it's easy to do that when you've got a concrete floor. Then you allow it to dry. When you have put now your concrete floor, let's say this is our concrete floor now from the side. These are our walls. So the concrete floor, when you have got chicks there, you're gonna put what we call bedding for chicks. Bedding is a bed. A perfect bedding should, one, it should be comfortable for the chicks. It should be comfortable for the chicks. It should give them warmth. It should absorb heat. It must be easy to turn. It must be easy to remove. It must dry up quickly. These are properties of a good bedding. From this, they vary from area to area and from country to country depending on what's available. But I've fallen in love with wood shavings. I love wood shavings. Some people also use sawdust. When I don't have wood shavings, I can use sawdust, especially if my chicks are older. They can differentiate between the feed and the dust itself. There are people who use, I've never seen them, I just hear about husks. They call them husks. There are other things as well. But where I'm staying, this is the most commonly used one, the most available one to us. The difference between wood shavings, you know what happens with this, how you get this? You know, at the milling plants or there by the forest, where they prepare, they chop trees and then they prepare trees to make furniture, to make planks, all those things, not furniture, but to make planks, lines, all those things. The things, when they are shaping them, that wastage, those debris, this is what we are talking about. This one is very fine, it's like dust, it's very fine, don't like it. This one, the wood shavings, they're shavings, they are big chips like that, they're bigger chips like that. So that's what this bedding is all about. So that's what we need for the floor. I'm not sure if I'm missing anything right now. Okay guys, I think that's it when it comes to the floor. I think that's it when it comes to the floor. Try to keep your bedding very dry. Remember guys, this is a bedding. It's like you going home and you sleep on a bed. It has to be warm. It must be comfortable. It must be easy to clean. No. The issue is that when you've got a poor bedding, your chicks are gonna get sick. When you have a bedding that is not comfortable, they will start forming abscesses on the bellies and on the legs when it's not comfortable. When it's not warm, they will not eat because they are feeling the cold. When it doesn't absorb heat, it means it's gonna, even though you've got a good heating system in place, but it's still not gonna warm the bed. And it must be very quick to dry. If you open your windows, ventilation, you allow air to come in, that air must dry the bedding for them. Because remember, they sleep on the bedding, they eat on the bed, they do everything on the bedding. So those droppings, the poop is wet because there's urine there, there's feces there as well, it's a mixture. So it can tend to make, even there are water spillages that are gonna happen. They shouldn't be happening, but they do happen. So it becomes wet, so you want to dry it out. So thank you so much guys for watching. Please guys, subscribe to my channel. Please like, subscribe and comment. I want the channel to grow because I'm trying to inspire a lot of young people to actually start thinking about farming, especially in South Africa. Thank you.